Have you ever been fucked by your brother before? Because I have, and it was actually really cool. Like, his dick was actually really big and juicy. Hi!
What's up?
We just saw scary stories to tell in the dark. I grew up with these stories. I remember being a kid and reading them and being really scared. Just the pictures, really. The stories, most of them
were terrifying.
We were walking into this movie thinking it was gonna be like Slender Man Part 2.
I was pretty close-minded, I won't lie.
I was gonna slap the 0.5 out of 10 and just walk home. Like I was done. This movie actually had some qualities to it.
Yeah, it was alright.
The cinematography here was, you know, nothing amazing, but it was consistent. There's some colors here. There's some shots.
Yeah, you know, each scene isn't just rushing through the scene. You know, the director just takes time to kind of give you a sense of the environment before rushing you into the next, you know.
The acting here, again, wasn't amazing. But for the most part, consistently all right. Like, the kids here, they do a good job. And
There's a few little pockets here and there where you're like, yeah, but for the most part, like you said, decent enough.
Same with the script. It's nothing amazing. There's some low points here, but there's some funny moments, I guess. The narrative here is really stupid. It's the scary stories. There's no connection to them. They're all just a bunch of random shit. So the movie obviously had to try to tie it all up together. And what they came up with was, I don't even care, whatever.
I mean, it works to bring all these stories into one cohesive script.
The movie really falls apart in the last act. Like, the monster is like CGI and it's just stupid.
Up until the last monster, all the other ones actually look pretty good, especially Harold. Harold looked terrifying as hell.
Harold was great.
Very simple, but very just off-putting. It was a good mix between CG and practical effects.
The movie was in camera enough that we could see the monsters, and some of the shots are kind of unsettling. You're like, oh, I remember you from the book!
You know, there was some actually decent tension in some of these scenes. Pretty much every scene where stuff's going down, you know, there was good tension to follow, and then obviously, you know, there just has to be a fucking jump scare.
On top of that, the movie was rated PG-13, which was a fat mistake. That being said, there are scenes that kind of push that PG-13 limit. I was surprised. Like, there's some deaths here. I was like, oh, this is in camera. Like, I'm seeing this man turn into fucking hay. If it was rated R, oh my god, this movie would have only benefited from that. I just wish the movie had more scary story aspects to it. There wasn't enough for me. There was only like 4 or 5. And you didn't even have The Thing. The Thing is like the scariest one. And he's so easy to implement and you didn't do it. I mean, the movie sets up for a sequel, so I guess we'll see more. But like, oh.
That was for me the dumbest part
That
of the
was
movie.
a stinky fart. Like, I was like,
the
oh, it's
movie, the movie's tying up, and at the very last second, they sneak in the sequel to you. You're like, ah!
Where's my rating time? You have it!
I'm gonna give this movie a 6.5. There was aspects here that were actually pretty decent, and we were both pretty surprised by it. And there was a lot of things that they could have done better to make it a better movie. And yeah, I mean, check it out.
You sound like you didn't even sound like you. What the hell is that? I agree with Reese. I'm giving this a 6.5. That's a slap of agreement on that, man. Call it nostalgia, call it what you want, but I enjoyed my time with this. You know, it's not perfect. There's not a lot of amazing moments here, but I gotta give props to the director André for like trying to make a pretty decent PG-13 horror movie. I haven't seen one with this amount of quality in years, so props to that. But you know, fuck, that's it. I'm surprised by this. It could have surprised me even more if it really tried, but if you read the books, go check it out. See you guys later.
Bye.
Bye. Cool.
Hey. The score was amazing!
Imagine her like in her little cell just listening to that, just fucking masturbating.
Banana.
Check it out.